Hi everyone, it's Jessica Khalilzadegan here with Savi Realty, and I am here on location at the Martin. The Martin is centrally located right behind City Center and off the 15. This is a very popular building for leasing and sales. So I am continuing my leasing series, my high-rise leasing series, and I'm going to give you some information on how leasing in the specifically the Martin today, how leasing process works here. So whether you are looking to apply for a unit or if you are an owner looking to list and lease your place, we can definitely do that for you. If you are looking for property management, we don't do property management, but I have a list of referrals of high-rise professionals that can definitely assist you in that. All you have to do is request, reach out to me, and I'm happy to help you with that. So if you're looking to apply here at the Martin, the first thing that sticks out in my mind, I've done hundreds of these as well, is the time frame. So the time frame for approval, give at least 2 weeks. So if you're looking to start a lease in 2 days, that's definitely not gonna happen here. I understand that, if you are coming from out of state or if you are local and you need to give notice on, your current rental, so it gets a little sticky with the time frame. Keep in mind, it takes at least 2 weeks to get your final approval. Why is that? So let me explain. First, you're gonna submit, you find a unit, Jessica, I absolutely love this unit, I'm ready to apply. Great, so we're either gonna give you an online application, depending on the listing, it's listing specific, or we're gonna give you a paper application. So once you have filled out your application, that goes then to the owner or to the property management company, and they are going to run your file and give the owner's approval. So once you have that owner's approval, there is a packet that we put together. So that entails the executed lease, your renter's insurance, your ID, and whatever other information that they have that they need on that packet. There will be a packet that you would read the rules and regulations and sign off on that as well. So after you've done all that, that application will then go to the HOA board. The HOA board here can, take 1 to 2 weeks to approve, and they do let you know that in the packet. So what are some of the leasing requirements to move into the Martin? The very first one, besides the time frame, the second one right now that sticks out is the credit score requirement. It is a 650 or higher. So you cannot have lower than a 650 credit score. If you do, it's automatic denial. And no, they do not accept co-signers here. So it is very important that all applicants, what does that mean? That means anyone who is 18 or older must be on the application. So it's a building requirement. The HOA requires it. There's no getting around it. So if you have lower than the 650, unfortunately, this is just not going to work for you at this time. After we have run the application, everything's submitted, the leasing requirement, but besides the 650, we go to the other standard leasing requirements, which are 3 times the amount rental income. For example, the unit, if you decided on a unit that is $3,000 a month, you need at least a minimum of $9,000 a month income coming through, gross income usually. What is accepted, to show proof of income? Sometimes healthy, amounts of, on your bank statement, a healthy amount of reserves. Or we can go off of a work contract if you're new to town or if you're starting a new job. And then also, paycheck stubs, all that, ACH, direct deposit, all that good stuff. So after you have established, the credit score, we're going to do a background check. So the owner actually does the background check, and then the building requires doing their own background check. So there's going to be an application fee that you pay the owner or the management company to do basically kind of like a pre-screening, but it is a credit pull and background. So we know that you are qualified and ready to move on to the next level, basically the HOA for the secondary approval. So they are going to run, that's going to be a separate fee. The Martin does charge $100. They use Associated Credit to run background check, and once that is background and credit, once that is submitted to the HOA, they can give their final approval. Let's see. So of course you need excellent rental history. You can't have any evictions, owe any landlords, owe any utility companies, and be in collections with any of them. That will result in an automatic denial. Leases are expected to start within 2 weeks. That's normal. That's really for all high rises. You are required to get renter's insurance here. It is a minimum liability of $500,000. And just depending on who you use for insurance, I mean, you can use your auto insurance, you can use anyone. I have referrals as well. You're looking at anywhere from $150 to $250 for the whole year for your insurance policy, depending on what else you add to it. Let's see. So after all that is done, just to give you a little, that's all the leasing requirements. As for moving costs, so let's say you find a unit that is $3,000 a month. The HOA here does collect an additional deposit from the owner's deposits of 1 month's rent. So the tenant is responsible for, so if your unit is $3,000 and your owner is charging $3,000 for their security deposit, there could also be a key deposit, anywhere from $100 to $200. Also a cleaning deposit or fee. So anything that is labeled a deposit is refundable when you move out. Anything that is labeled a fee is non-refundable. So that's normally your application. Sometimes cleaning, there's cleaning fees, and sometimes a property management company can charge an admin fee, an administration fee. It's one time. So back to the move-in costs here. So $3,000 a month, first month's rent, $3,000 a month, you have a owner's deposit, and then you can have a key and a cleaning deposit or fee. And then the HOA requires 1 month's rent deposit for the common areas. They call it a common area damage deposit. And this has absolutely nothing to do with the owner. The owner cannot take this away. They have no say over this. This is just for the HOA. They call it a common area damage deposit if you were to damage any of the common areas. So when you have decided that you're going to be moving out, the HOA will refund you that deposit. Let's see, so that's 1 month's rent. Renter's insurance, parking. How does parking work here? So there is a covered parking ramp. You get 1 assigned spot. Sometimes some units will have 2 spots, but it's really rare. And then also there's complementary valet, which is in the beginning of, in the front of the building. So if you have an additional vehicle, you can go ahead and park it there. And then also if you have guests coming in, that's where their self-park would be basically. There is no self-parking. Let's see, amenities. So as a tenant, you have full access to all the amenities. So once you rent the unit, everything gets turned over to you. The owner no longer has any access to the amenities. So here at the Martin, the gym is absolutely beautiful. It overlooks the pool. The Martin is one of the most popular buildings. It's located right next to Panorama Towers. It's one of the most popular because even though this was built in like 08 or something, even though this was built a while ago, it's still really modern, which is really nice. It has an Art Deco feel to it when you walk into the lobby, and people absolutely love the views. I mean, look behind me. I mean, you can see the pyramid right there. You can see the Luxor. I mean, this is full-on strip views. So the unit I'm in right now is actually a really highly coveted unit. I'll go ahead and talk about that later, but I just wanted to give you guys some information on how leasing at the Martin works and what to expect for leasing requirements and estimated move-in costs. So again, if you're looking to find a unit, apply, or create a search or get some more information on leasing, whether you're an applicant or an owner, reach out to us. If you call Savi Realty, if you're talking about leasing, you definitely will be talking to me. So go ahead, reach out, call us, text us, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.